Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 28, I believe, of Let's Learn Ageod Civil War 2. Where we left off last episode, I think we had just executed the turn and gone through the messages. And talked briefly about what was going on in various locales. Now we're going to go through and do the movement. This supply wagon certainly needs to get out of there. 7 days to here, 15 days to there. I'm going to actually put this guy on rail. Once we get here, once we get into Culpeper, we'll be able to hop the rails and get into here in 1 day, and that's not a significant decrease to our rail capacity. We're going to allow McClellan to continue to retreat to Manassas. I think I am at this point going to put him in a passive stance. I'm not worried about Johnston following up too closely because of the weather, and also because we're a bit ahead of him. We're a good bit ahead of him. The passive stance will enable us to recover our cohesion at the maximum rate. You know what? I'm going to keep him on defensive just in case we get intercepted by something. It would be silly to get caught by that. Okay, Hooker's force is gone, so we don't need to worry about doing anything with him. Wow. 12-pound battery supply. I bet you those were captured from our unit. I bet we lost some of those due to okay, this unit is at half cohesion, so he took quite a bit of cohesion coming across here. I think we're going to bring them back to Falmouth. I wonder if we can, boy, I don't know if, let's not do that. Can we move these guys to Hampton Roads by river transport? And we can. Okay, so this division here, and Barry as the commander, we're going to move this guy back to Hampton Roads, and bring him back up like we had done with Burnside or Butler earlier. Speaking of Butler, how's he doing? That's Hooker. Butler is here. Butler's back. Butler is back. Okay. I guess we'll just go through the units here and see what's what. Palmer with a brigade of cavalry here, and I think kind of what happened with that other cavalry unit. I was reading, if you do move into an area where you have less than 5% military control, it will put your unit onto a offensive posture. So perhaps that's why what happened with those. I'm going to put this guy on a defensive posture and retreat if engaged and move him down here. Well, let's see, what's our military control here is 69. Well, let's bring him down here. Oh, he cannot go there? He can't go into there. I'm not sure why. Oh, because it's a blizzard. I don't think cavalry can go into regions with a blizzard, I'm guessing. Okay, so well, he'll just sit here then. Next, contrabands. Contrabands we would use to repair railroads and do. Let's see, what else can these guys actually do for us? Speeds up railroad repairs. That's about all it does. Well, that's not something that's terribly useful. Milroy. We know we have a division here. Do we have any cavalry? I'm sure we do. Yes, we do. He has two. Let's take the 8th Division here and take one of those cavalry units out of it. One of those cavalry regiments. We've just got militia. This is not a strong force here. definitely a little short on artillery here, but let's take one of these cavalry units. What if we were to, whoa, that's a bit of a, what if we were to put that unit here, for instance, in 21 days? Very harsh. Now, that's stupid. The weather is blizzards. Let's leave them here. Now this unit is the Clarksburg garrison. So we'll sit tight here. We'll sit tight here. Okay, now Buell. What is Buell? Buell is a good administrator. He progressively increases the loyalty of the population. Plus 1% each turn. Well, that is awesome. And he's a slow mover, 25% move penalty, but that's okay. Let's take Buell, and we're going to move him down to Munfordville here. We're going to combine him with that artillery unit that showed up. Might as well throw these guys on rail. I think they're free. And that is going to combine with Thomas's force. Thomas is going to fall back to here. As we put these on rail, 10 days we'll let them walk, rather than using up our rail capacity for something that's not crucial. Next, Kearney and this division. I think now that we know what's here, I think I'm going to get these guys back out of here. Sherman and his division. Supply, we're using 32 a turn. So we don't quite have 2 turns of supply. And we're bringing, we're dependent on supply for these 2 units by our river, our riverine transport. And we do not have sufficient riverine transport to move as much supply as we need to move. So, what do we want to do? We need a depot over here. And one of the things that we can do to get a depot, I've never done this, but this would be a really good opportunity to try it out, is to take a transport squadron and we can build a depot based on those. It will allow us to, why can't we do anything with them? Cannot build a depot here. Oh, probably because the depot already exists in Cairo is probably why that is the way it is. Do we want to bring this unit down with some escort? I think it would behoove us to do that. This unit is at full power. So let's take our transport squadron, combine it with Porter's fleet, and move that to right here. In fact, let's move it to here. We'll bring them all the way down and just stick them back into port right here. And then we'll, next turn when they've arrived, we'll build a depot here. I think that might be a thing. We'll try that. Grant, I think, is just going to sit here. We're building up the, okay, let's put him off of offensive. Just cause. So we've got the military control of these areas up to 100%. I don't want to bring him into any kind of an offensive situation until we get a better supply situation here. Carson, now, Carson, he built up this. His supply situation is not optimal. But it's not bad. What if we were to run these guys down here 30 days? Oh, it's mud. So much for that. So much for that. We'll just stay here. Okay. Hunter down here. I think I am going to bring him back to Beaufort and put him on a defensive stance. I think that would be the prudent thing to do. And this force, we'll put him back in there. Our cavalry now, yeah, so the weather although it cleared up out here, we're back to harsh weather here. This force eventually is going to move down here, I think. I wonder if we want to try to get these guys out here. Why don't we do that? Our cavalry that we had here, let's just stick those in with this army. And this gives us, we have a 5 detection rating with this unit. And then the detection rating you get adjacent is 1 less, so that's why we're a 5 here, and then we're a 4 in each of these. Okay, so what are we doing here? Let's assault. We're going to assault Strasbourg and take it out. Would be nice if we could get rid of Jackson, but I don't think that's how that works. Now here's this place where we thought we actually had, where these guys could come out and do some damage to us. So why don't we have these guys fall back? We can fall back to Lawrence, or we could fall back to Fort Riley. I don't think I want to go through here. What if we put these guys in Lawrence? Maybe we'll link up with those other 2 regiments of cavalry. And we do have an extra leader. Maybe we'll combine those up and have a little cavalry brigade. Asboth, we're waiting for Griffin. Griffin will arrive. Whoops. Oh, I hope I didn't screw that up. Okay, yeah. Griffin will arrive in 8 days. We now have Ricketts here as well. Oh, Ricketts is actually senior to Asboth, so. Whoops. I guess that's okay. So Asboth or Griffin is going to be a divisional commander, and we'll go with that. Fremont, he seems kind of weak. I guess that's just because we don't have a great deal of power in this division. Oh yeah, it's just 2 brigades and a battery here. Oh, there's that militia unit that's being assaulted by this Confederate force. So I don't really see any way to hold on to this town. I'm thinking that once we start moving in to Clarksville and Bowling Green, that this town here will just wither and die, and we'll be able to take it at our leisure. It's not. I don't believe it's important. It does have a harbor. It produces, well, not an inconsequential amount of supply, but all right, we do have an artillery battery here in Munfordville that is going to meet up with Thomas's force that will be taken over by Buell. We have a cavalry brigade that we're working on increasing the military control here. Let's see if we've got any. We don't have any supply here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, but that's all right. Butler is back. Butler is going to return to here and join up with this other force that's coming back here. Sherman, again, our supply situation, we just have to wait until we get our supply situation figured out before he can really do much of anything. This brigade here is going to join back up with Hunter's force. We'll just leave him there. Here's our leader pool. Stone's force is just going to sit tight here. Banks' force, we've got him on assault. We decided to leave him here. Right, we got him. Yep. Okay, going through the naval forces. Supply looks decent, and this is part of our blockade here, so we'll just leave them there. As well as this, nobody looks like they need to get back to port. Our transports are in port. We'll just leave them there. This squadron here looks good. This force now has those additional ships we put down here. We'll see if that will help us out in regard to possibly intercepting some of these guys here. We have a detect value of 3, or a detect value of 4, and a hide value of 3. So we'll let them go ahead. This force here is sitting at 75%. Supply. I think they're okay. Oh, they're actually in Fort Pickens. This was to get this this unit restored. As far as his cohesion was way down. Okay, blockade flotilla in the Gulf. Just gonna hang out. Farragut is looked like we've actually got quite a bit of repairs done on these ships. In fact, they all look to be pretty much up to full strength. That's pretty good. We'll just kind of sit him here until we decide what to do with him next, and that's it for the movement. So now we need to do production. What I wanted to do, let's see what we've actually got in the pipeline here. Quite a lot coming up. What is this? Elite infantry. We're short on replacement points. Let's buy a couple, maybe 3. Everything. Oh, regular infantry. We'll buy a few. Maybe that's something we can think about doing to use up some of these conscript companies, is rebuild some of our forces that have been damaged. I think we're good here. Nothing's 0. Skirmishers, light infantry. We're buying 5 of those. Let's buy another one of those. Okay. That looks like we're in pretty good shape here. Okay. So we bought a good chunk of infantry. This does scroll. I guess it scrolls. Not really sure. We were going to buy some supply. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do this turn. And we're also, oh golly, we already can't buy it because of, I spent all my money on the other stuff. Okay, so, well, let's think about that then. Okay, since let's actually bite the bullet here. We'll raise taxes. We'll take the 2 morale hit because our morale is doing really good, so we'll do that. And next turn, we'll buy a bunch of supply. We're going to get a good chunk of war supplies coming in. I'm not thinking we need to do this. So the interior. So I think we're good here. Let's look at this. We've got another one of these sea mines that we can do. Seems reasonable to just do these every chance we get because they're free and they give us a national morale if they're successful. Let's look at what we want to do habeas wise. I think we're doing pretty good up here though. Oh, loyalty in Fairfax. Let's do that. We want to have our supply lines. Reasonable. We don't want disloyal folks sitting behind us. 66, 56. Let's put one up here and one here. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for what we're doing. Martial law we could even do. That costs national morale. Okay, let's do a save. Come back to this region because I like to just kind of start here so I can see what's going on, and we will proceed to the next turn. Hopefully that supply unit here can skedaddle back here without getting recaptured. Get out of there with our ill-gotten gains. Maybe I should have focused this on over in Missouri, because that's more so where things are more likely to happen. this particular turn. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, oh, this is railroading. This unit's back on the railroad. Oh, he's going up here. Maybe around. Humphreys, Tennessee. There's Forest, I think, here. Valencia moving up here. Fort Riley, Kansas. This is Polk, I believe, in Poplar Bluff, so we did find something. Oh! Banks took out this little militia unit. Hopefully we killed Jackson. I don't suppose we did. Oh, Polk took these guys out too. My little cavalry forays, I think, leave a little to be desired here. I'm moving into aggressively. I think moving these guys into an area where they have 100% military control is forcing me onto a offensive posture, and that's getting us wiped out. So I think that's a mistake. There's Price down in Bowling Green. Another unit. Did they move another unit into Strasbourg here? I suppose we'll just take them into custody for their own protection. Artillery unit sitting here. Flatboat squadron. There's a breach. I think that's what that little symbol is. Oh, we have arrived at Springfield on day 8. Oh, what is this? This is a unit that's moving navally wise. Flatboat squadron. Loring's force. So they're definitely amassing some forces down here in southern Kentucky. And they're also amassing some forces outside of that. We really should be controlling these rivers so that the Confederacy can't be using them like that. They're definitely building up a force down here. I'm glad I pulled back from there. We need to get another division assigned to coming down here, and I think we're going to need to give him a 2-star general, maybe Barry, that we were looking at before. Oh, he didn't get out. He's still here. Oh, probably because it was the marsh, so we didn't get out. Our morale is still high. Regional decisions gave us 1. Battles gave us 1. Events and options we lost some. I think we'll probably call it to an end right here and go through the events and looking at what happened with the turn when that ends, or at the next episode. So I will see you then.